Pack. What's good? Where my dogs at?
What up, Michael, man? What's the deal? What up,
And
Pac?
what's
Man, I'm
happening?
about ready to get it today.
Yo, what's good?
Hannah, what's good with it, folks?
Welcome, family.
Gang,
Y'all
gang,
ready to get to
gang,
this chicken this
gang.
week?
Absolutely, 100%. You know, we ain't here for no other reason than that. I am your host, Fico Jordan, one sixth of the co-founders here of Alpha Pack Trading Group. We here once again for that weekly watch list call. Over the top, just like we like to do it, just like we always do it. So, without further ado, we gonna jump straight into it. Y'all know how we get down. We going immediately and checking out the futures. Things is busting right now. Um, so far, we're getting close to hitting two up on the day. As far as ES Nasdaq is concerned, I'm gonna jump straight into our watch list and let's see what we got tucked off here. Let me. So I decided that instead of showing the 4 hours, since we starting a new month, typically I like to go into the call, show you the month, the week, the day, and the four. Um, since we do got some individuals who like to get the long money, we gonna go ahead and show you the quarter. As you can see here on my screen, we are going to show you the quarter, the month, the week, and the day. I feel like that's more important at this time frame. And so we are going to be paying attention to those things as trying to flip. So immediately let's jump into seeing how Dow finished up and see how the quarter is looking. Right now, the Dow is two up on the quarter, two up on the month. It is two up on the week, even though the week did finish as a shooter. And it is at the top of a broadening formation as far as the week is concerned. So since it is two down on the day, look for that to potentially be able to make some a bit of a pullback, and you know you can see some downward movement coming back on that. Let's see. As far as SPY is concerned, two up on the month, two up on the quarter, two up on the month. Same situation on the week. So if you notice, these charts is looking similar. The difference is with SPY, where SPY was opening on this gap down, SPY went green. Dow did not have the strength in order to push back in that direction. As far as the Russell futures and the way it finished, it is inside quarter right now. We do know that Russell, this as far as the quarter was concerned, has been getting clapped. You can see that as evidence by looking at the month of July. Like as far as the futures, like that hammer came down and it took out this whole entire bottom level. Now the difference with Russell is if you look at the futures on the month, it is all stuck inside of this range. So small caps have been sitting on a point of control on the shelf on the month. So it's just been a range that's been going up and down. So unless Russell breaks this 2366 level, um, we're gonna look for more chop. And like Boss Gang VIP said, don't get caught up in the chop. As far as the sectors in SPY are concerned, materials, XLB, right now inside quarter hammer, it is a two down green hammer month. We got a flip 2-2 reversal on the week, and it's two up on the day. So if you see the flow as far as time frame continuity, look at the day. If you look back on the 19th, it did form a hammer, 2-2 reversal, got up out of here. That reversal happened 2 weeks ago. So the reversal happened in a week, and now you're going to see it on a month. So when this trigger level goes off on XLB, look for a little bit of exhaustion and maybe a little bit of corrective activity before it jumps and flips and makes this move to go higher. XLC, two up on the quarter. I don't know why that's downward there. Two up on the quarter, two up on the month. It is two up on the week, even though it is two up down. You can see that on the day, as right now it is a shooter, even though it is green. So I'll call it an inverted hammer at the moment. XLE, inside quarter, two down on the month. Looks like it tried to push back up. It is two up on the week, but two down on the day. So you're now seeing like a little bit of conflict, not much control as far as XLE is concerned. XLF, inside hammer quarter. Looks like 2 down on the month, so you could get a 3-2-2 reversal since it took out the bottom of this three. I went ahead and drew a broadening formation because I was really interested in financials making a flip. As you can see, it had one hard run of a day on the 20th, and it has moved sideways ever since. So this could be considered corrective activity. If it flips over 37.14 on the month, then you're going to get that push to get higher to take out magnitude of 38.6. XLI, inside hammer quarter, 2 down hammer month, 2 up on the week, and just a slight 2 down on the day. As you can see, the same situation with XLF. One hard push on the 20th, sideways activity ever since. Could be considered corrective activity. Corrective activity does not mean price action has to come back down. Sideways, pick up orders, accumulation. That's more what it seems like we're seeing across XLF, XLI, XLK, Tech. Bullish on the quarter, 2 up on the quarter, 2 up on the month, 2 up hammer on the week, even though it's red. 2 day sideways action will gap down, push up at the day, then gap down, open up, push up on the day. So sideways movement here. It is 2 down, but it's bullish. So I would be paying more attention on XLK as far as the weekly break on that. And XLP, consumer staples, 2 up month, 2 up quarter, 2 up month, 2 up week, 2 up day. Full time frame continuity on consumer staples. But you were told that weeks ago. So are we surprised? No, we are not. Real estate, 2 up on the quarter, 2 up on the month, 2 up on the week, 2 up on the day. Real estate been busting, as you can see, back all the way back to the beginning of the year. As soon as it left off this volume shelf here, back in February, hasn't looked back ever since. I'm not shocked by that. Utilities, inside quarter up, 2 up on the month, price action pushing back down, 2 up on the week, price action pushing back down, inverted hammer, and it is a 3 down on the day after back-to-back inside days. XLV, healthcare, 2 up on the quarter, 2 up on the month, strong month in the month of July, 2 up on the week, 2 up on the day. We do know we had recently had some healthcare plays that was busting for the pack this past 2 weeks, or should I say the past week. Shout out to Francisco. That Moderna was fire on Friday. XLY, consumer discretionary, 2 up. What is this? Was it abandoned baby? I guess they call it. 2 up on the quarter, 2 up on the month. We are a 2 up down on the week and a straight shooter on the day, looking out to take that level at 179.81. Right now, those are the sectors all wrapped up. As far as we going into the month of August, Boss Gang VIP, what's the historical pressure showing on SPY for us?
Absolutely, absolutely. What up, Pack? All right, so we're gonna have a great week this week for sure. No matter what happens, whether the market is green or red, that's the great thing about options. We're gonna make money. We're gonna find where the money resides. Just historically, starting off the week, it is typically been bearish. The first trading day in August, the Dow has been down 16 of the last 23 trading sessions. The first 9 trading days of August are historically weak. And August is the worst Dow and S&P month from 1988 through 2019. So Tuesday, we should have a mixed bag. Dow possibly up, SPY possibly up, NASDAQ possibly down. Same thing with Wednesday, Thursday a little more bullish, Friday it should be pretty choppy overall. So with this choppy market, what that's really telling me, so if something can be bearish, that doesn't mean that we're going to have some big time sell-off or correction or anything. That could just mean that SPY finishes down 0.5% for the week. So within those times, we are going to have bullish sessions, we'll have bearish sessions. But again, if you've been here with us long enough, to be honest, it doesn't matter what the market overall does. It simply matters about the plays that you're in, and if the plays that you're in are going your direction. So we just set our alerts, we get our setups ready, and if the plays go in our direction, we go for what we know. You're on mute, bro.
Well, we gonna jump straight into these plays that the gang got for the week. Homeboy, Wealthy Soon, what you got for us this week, homie?
Yo, what's good, family? I'm back live in person on the call. I know last week I had to do a video. I'm here with one of my little gang members right here, my little baby crew. So let's just get to the chicken. Let me go to my list real quick. All right, so one of the things that I'm looking at is gonna be snow. Snow got an inverse head and shoulders on the day. I'm waiting for it to break what's known as the neckline. Go. Are you able to show the day? Boom. So you'll see that it has already made the left shoulder on that right side. Yeah, I mean on that left side, and then the head, and then the right side. So now we just need to break the neckline, which is just going to be the top of all of that. So I'm looking for snow. It does have some downtime, so it's not going to go right away. But this is just a play that I'm going to be looking overall to play out. I'm looking at Honeywell, HON. Looking to potentially do a scalp to the upside as it breaks for all-time highs. It got a 3-1 on the week, I believe. Yep, nice 3-1 on the week. This is going to take it to all-time highs. This is just something that I would scalp. I'm not looking to get a home run out of here. Maybe like a nice little 40% play. Looking at DD. That's DuPont. So we got a nice 2-1-2 potential on the week. This is one of those ones that I'm literally just trying to take back to the point of control. It's like a $3 move just back to the point of control. So just a reversion to the mean, hitting off the bottom of the Broadner formation. We could also do a reversal on the monthly. So I like this DuPont. One of them sneaky plays that you're not going to hear nobody else talk about. Just something that's going to be consistently green for you. Another one I'm looking at is going to be CP, Canadian Pacific Railway. They also are giving a nice potential 2-1-2 on the week. This is another just reversion to the means. It has like, I think $2 for this one just to get back to the average price. A fairly slow mover, but it's one of those nice defensive plays. Even if the market is bearish, we could still be green on this. This play, it might not even alert this week, but just for this month, I want you to keep your mind on it, and that's going to be Coin. Coinbase has a double inside month, so you want to keep that on your radar. This will be the first time that we get a rev to the upside on the monthly since it IPO. So just keep that on your radar. Another one that looks pretty good, Bumble, BL, could do a potential 2-1-2 on the week with the double inside month. Something that I'm going to keep on my list. Something I'm going to just stay watching. I need to analyze the contracts just to make sure that it's worth it. But the setup is clean. I also like MU. We can do a nice 3-2 on the week. I had it at the bottom of one of my Broadner formations, so I want to see how it responds here. It ended with a hammer on the week. So it ended off the bottom of the Broadner formation with a hammer on the week. So that's giving me some type of confirmation. So if we do that 3-2 rev on the week, I'll be confident in taking that. And then the last one that I'm looking at is going to be Airbnb. Airbnb has a nice potential 2-1-2 setup on the day. And yeah, that's all I'm looking at. Trying to keep it nice, short, and sweet. I got the plays that I just listed. They are ones that you can play no matter what happens. So if things go bearish, I got some plays in there that's gonna still work. Things go bullish, I got some plays in there that's gonna still work. If I need a home run, I got that in there. Also got just some quick gainers, 30%, 40%, and that's how you want to do it. You want to have a mixed bag. And just one last one that I didn't mention, AVAV. I'm still putting together my my fundamental analysis with this one, but I like the setup. AV is cold, so I might do a write-up on this one if I'm able to find exactly what I'm looking for. But that's it. I'll throw that thing back to FICO.
Investing for legacy. You up, Bobby? What you got?
Pack family, welcome. Thank you everybody for joining the family this Sunday evening. Yeah, let me see. As far as sectors goes, I'm loving the XLF. That whole sector. I'm liking the hammer that I'm seeing on the monthly. Here's I see that broad information on FICO screen that I didn't even notice on my own personal. So I'm loving that. Yeah, that bounce. Looking for that continuation bounce up. The Dow, I'm liking a lot of setups in the Dow. GS for one, we could start there. The Dow, these are just the overall things that I'm liking. I'll go into more specifically what my personal day-to-day watch list would be. I'll be naming that daily for sure. But GS, I'm liking that for sure. I like the inside month. That hammer on the month is beautiful. Disney is another Dow big boy that I'll be watching. That broad information that it's respecting is kind of making it very predictable right now. If it's able to get out of there, then I see some big upward movements for them for sure. CRM is another one. BA is another one, and HD to end out the Dow. I don't want us to spend too much time, but those are the main names that I'm liking inside the Dow. They all look money for me. To personal tickers that I'm liking going into next week, I like Via C. Their earnings are next week, and they have been ranging. If you can look in FICO's in that upper left chart of here, is that the monthly is tight. I wanted to get that squeeze analysis from Rogue. I was gonna definitely mention that from him later, but that monthly is looking like it's due for a move to the upside or the downside very soon, and the earnings could definitely be the catalyst to get that going. So I'll be watching Via C, especially if XLC. Correct me if I'm wrong, fellas. I believe they're one of the bigger stocks inside of the XLC, the communication sector. So that sector is moving with it, supporting it. I'm looking to what they could possibly do with earnings for sure. Nice pop there. Baba is another one I'll be watching. China has been moving since they had that double drop down days. A couple of days ago, it fell out of many people's broad formations, but they bounced back in. Baidu is another one that has the similar setup, but I'll just be watching China all overall. I love what they potentially could do. They have plenty of potential revenue just because of the billions of customers in China. So, that's this hit or miss is just kind of too news based. So I'm more so feeling them for day trades. But China, if they're going for that day, they're definitely going to typically keep going for the whole day. So I like China. Continue to watch them. Lee is another China name, but more so it moves on its own, it moves more so with EVs more than it does with the China's commercial aspects, like Baba and Baidu. But Lee, I'm liking the hammer that I'm seeing on that month. That's looking pretty strong to me, showing that the buyers, they basically caught some nice discounts that month, and they still holding on to them. So we're looking for a 2-up on that month to continue that nice hammer on the month. BA, same thing there. I mentioned it briefly earlier when I talked about the Dow, but the same reason. I love the hammer on the month. I love the way they killed earnings. They crushed it. They haven't produced a profitable quarter since 2019, even prior to the pandemic, when higher was when basically traveler was normal. It was just a normal commodity. It didn't get hit at all in any type of way. But even after, so just to say that so soon after the pandemic, they hit their first profitable quarter in so long as a business, that's very impressive to me, and shows where they're heading for sure and where travel is heading. And also how even big countries like China they're forced to mess with them, even if they hate our country. And it's all business. You need airplanes. You got to mess with Boeing. Right. Period. Only a couple more, Pac fam. Won't hold you too much longer. Here, HEAR. They have the earnings are coming up. I'm a big advocate in video gaming and where it's going. especially with the for-profit model becoming more and more known as a standard inside the video industry. People aren't paying games for fun anymore. People playing games for money. Pretty soon it'll be crypto. So that's when you see my grown ass pulling all-nighters for sure. For sure. So I'm liking here. They're like the number one. That's Turtle Beach. They make the headsets for sure. They are simply be playing that area. Very strong company. All analysts are bullish on it. So I'll be watching. I like that. I like what I'm seeing on the monthly there too. I'll be watching for that break of the monthly level. DraftKings. I'm looking for that 1-2-2 reversal up on the monthly. One of the strongest combos I've been observing on the charts, that 1-2-2 reversal. Sometimes, of course, it can fail. Sometimes it take a while, and I expect that with DraftKings for sure. I would look for monthly contracts in DraftKings. They can definitely take their time to conquer a resistance level. Sometimes they know to fall back up under it for sure, those big ones. So that we'll see how that reversal goes, but I'm expecting good things with them getting into NFTs. And yeah, that's just where we heading as a future. And overall, crypto is where majority of my money is. So I'm going to be watching crypto. It's Riot. I already have some swings going in Riot. I'm liking that what I'm seeing on the on all crypto right now. As far as the whole entire market just been on a nice rally. So I'm putting my money inside of crypto as well in the stock market. Because again, my majority of my savings is inside of crypto right now, between my favorite holdings. So just keep my money where my mouth is what I'm thinking when I'm watching Riot, Mara, so a few other nice crypto plays I'll be watching for us too, Pac Fam. But that's what I'm seeing going into next week, next month. Make sure y'all marking those monthly levels as well too, because it's not just a new week. We're starting a new month as well, Pac Fam. So this is the second week of the third quarter, second month of the third quarter, Pac Fam. So this year is going by quick. Again, it's the second month of the third quarter. Years flying. So let's eat and let's plan the rest of this year strongly.
That's what's up, man. I did not know about Turtle Beach. Is one of my favorite companies.
Yeah.
As far as products that they made, how much money I done gave to them over the years. It was actually good to know, that they are publicly traded. So I'll be looking out for that here, man. Mr. Check My Resume, man. What you got for us?
Let me get off mute here. What's good? What's good, everybody? First off, before I get into any individual tickers, I wanted to bring attention to like VIX, UVXY, TLT, going in unison with what Boss Game VIP brought up with us looking at historically bearish week. Those two do give us bullish signals, especially VIX as well as TLT. TLT has a hammer on the week, inside week hammer. Did a 2-1-2 on Friday back to the upside. And you've got a potential entry on the 4-hour as well. So just wanted to make note of those. Similar setup on VIX. Differences with VIX. VIX has a potential flip on the week. So VIX will flip on the week above 32.43. So essentially, I'm just going to be monitoring these to see if we get continued bearish activity. And if so, I may take some entries here just to kind of hedge existing positions. We have a 2-1-2 potential setup on VIX above, this is BXX above 30.37. We have an entry there, and I'm gonna give you a VIX level real quick. Should be the same exact setup. Yeah. For VIX, you've got above 1861 as your entry on the 4-hour. Inside week as well. So just be mindful of that because we're expecting, bearish activity this week. So just be mindful of that. So now let's get into the individual tickers. there weren't many things out of my like typical circle of like influence that I just really felt super strongly about. Although I will bring attention to Target, TGT. Looks based on the broadening formations I have up here as I pull up on my screen. It hit a broadening formation. Well, actually, it went through the broadening formation in the morning on Friday, came back and retested it in the afternoon, and then bounced from there. So right now, there is a potential entry on Target on the 4-hour above 261.89. That would be your entry level. For a day trade up to the first target of 263.46. You could take a little quick short day trade on that. But again, Target's just hovering on this bonding formation, so it's just resting above it. So you could get some nice movement tomorrow. So keep an eye on Target. And what I like about Target is when there's bearish activity in the market, Target tends to do what it wants to do. So that's always a good one for me to look out for. Also, HD, similar setup. The difference here is that HD has an inside week setup. So the challenge here with HD is that it has to fight through a broadening formation, which is right at the weekly high last week of around 331.88, which is also your entry for 312 Chicago on the week. So HD is one that I really wanted to break that level and go through that broadening formation before I take anything long. But if you want to take like a quick little scalp day trade, you could take an entry above the 4-hour, above 329.07. That would be your entry there on HD. But those are just two I'm monitoring. Those aren't ones that I'm looking at to potentially alert, for example. But I will throw those in the chat just to let people know, especially those that are in there. But the first individual stock that I'm gonna talk about right now is Plug. So with Plug, we have multiple setups here on Plug actually. So I'll start with the 4-hour. We have a Chicago setup. Actually, this may be different on the let me turn my after hours off. So I'm speaking, yeah. So we got a Chicago setup on Plug. Hammer candle on the 4-hour. Entry on the 4-hour will be above 27.32. Moving on to the daily. We had a 212 to the downside on Friday on Plug, but actually it was a green 2 down. It was a bullish 2 down. So I'm actually looking for a potential reversal on the day to the upside, which would be a 122 reversal to the upside on the day above 27.97. And then moving on to the week, we have a inside week. So we have a potential 212 setup on Plug on the week above 28.15. And then if it's really moving and smoking, and we looking long, then you've got a potential reversal on the month above 34.45 on Plug. So you got 4 potentials, levels here to break. I may take a smaller entry on the 4-hour level, see if it carries us through the daily. And so we'll go from there. But, for sure, I keep y'all abreast of that one in the Discord. But I really like to set up some Plug. We'll see how the market moves tomorrow and then going into the week. The next one, actually, Investor for Legacy brought this one up. I really like this one, and I don't even play China that much, and that's Baba. I really like the setup on Baba. I like the fact that it's been beat down. Went to a low last week of 179.67. I don't think I've seen that price on Baba, and I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember a time that I've seen Baba that low. So definitely interested in taking this one back to the upside. We've got a few potential entries here, which really were of interest to me. The first one here is on the 4-hour. We've got a potential 212 set up above 195.48. And so at that level, that's a nice entry for a day trade if you wanted to do that. And then also similar to what happened with a lot of stocks on Friday, we had some stocks went down, but this one had a 2 down, but it was a very bullish 2 down on Baba. So you actually have a potential reversal back to the upside above 196.05. So that would be a 2-2 reversal on the day. which is very, very close to our previous level, which is 195.48 of the 4-hour time frame. And so moving on to the week, we've got a hammer candle again with that low of 179.67. It's almost like hard for me to even fathom saying that on Baba. So we've got a weekly reversal, which would be a 122 reversal on the week above 201.14. That would be your entry on Baba on the weekly level. And again, this one here on Baba, it was 2 down on the month last month. So it's got a lot of work to do here, but you do have a monthly reversal of 122 above 228.85. So Baba, depending on how the government is, if it gives it time to run, then you could see some big gains with this Baba move back to the upside. So we'll see what happens. I really like Baba on that one. Definitely gonna keep my eye on it. And then the one that I've been watching for a couple weeks now is Nvidia. Let me flip the chart here on Nvidia. I have a few levels set here on Nvidia I'm really looking at. It's been fighting with a broadening formation for the past week or so. So it just kind of stayed sideways. But we have a 4-hour entry, potential 212 entry above 195.36 on the video. That break will take you through the broadening formation that's currently there. And then on the daily, it did a 2 down, but again, it made it's like close to a hammer, not even a hammer yet. But you have a bullish 2 down on Friday. So you got a reversal, a 2-2 reversal above 196.30 on Baba, which is roughly about $1.30 away from where it's currently at, which is like less than a % move. And then on the weekly, you have an inside week hammer candle, potential 212 setup above 198.53. So if you listen to last week's call, this was one I was looking for on the reversal. It didn't reverse. They stayed inside for the entire week. So some folks did take earlier entries and got in, but I'm technically not in there yet for any long position. So really like the setup on the video, just kind of waiting on that one. Really like that one to go. And then just speaking of chips, Intel also has a nice setup. I prefer Nvidia over Intel, but Intel has a very nice setup, similar, very 212 potential on the 4-hour above 53.80. Same thing on the daily, 2 down, more of a hammer looking candle on the day above 53.90 would be an entry there, which is, that's pennies away. So you have a multi-level break on Intel that's like the 4-hour and the daily together. And then on the week above 54.54 is your entry on the week. So you've got like 3 levels that could break, not simultaneously, but like very close together on Intel. So that's one to definitely look out for. I think for some reason I'm liking chips this week. I think AMD just showed that it was kind of like the early mover. It ran hard. Now we're going to get some of these laggers to move. And then also on Intel, you've got a monthly reversal potential above 57.46. So you don't have far to go to break some of these levels. So just be mindful of Intel. And that's mainly what I'm looking at for the week. Obviously, I've got some in my circle of influence like Goldman Sachs and MRO and things of that nature. So this will be monitoring those, but those are the main 4 that I'll be looking at.
Look at all those chickens. That's what's up. Wall Street Road, where you at, Brody?
Hey, what's happening?
What's happening?
Okay. So what I'm looking at right now, we got next era energy. I'm looking at this 122 on the month. I'm looking for that to break that 78.85 level, to go 2 up on the month and the week. That's gonna be 2 up on the month and the week. We got a weekly squeeze that's breaking out. So I'm hopefully that's gonna get that even more momentum to keep pushing. We got a 322 reversal on the 4-hour above. What's this? 78.33. We got a hammer on the 60. So if it could break that, that's an early entry. Next on my list was Nvidia. My guy checked my resume, covered that. I'm gonna skip that one. Next on my list, we got Juniper, JNPR, Juniper. So with Juniper, we got a monthly hammer, and it's got a monthly squeeze right now that's looking strong. We got a lot of bullish momentum on the monthly squeeze that it's in right now. I'm looking for the hammer to break on the monthly above 28.29. And that's also going to be, it also got a hammer on the weekly, strong 3 on the weekly, and that's going to break above 28.23. So above 28.23 on the week, above 28.29 on the month. I'm liking the sound of that. We got squeezes on the month and the day. So I'm liking how that looks. Next on the list, we got Neo. I'm looking at a 2-2 rev on the week above 45.20. Nice hammer setup on the week as well. It's coming fresh out of weekly squeeze. This previous week was the first week that it came out of the squeeze, so I'm looking for it to show some strong movement. It got a break above 45.20 for that hammer to be a break, but it's also going to be a 3-2-2 reversal. So that's looking good. If you want an early entry, we got a 3-1-2 setup on the 4-hour. It's going to break that 3-1-2. It's going to complete that 3-1-2 setup on the 4-hour above 44.90. So that can be an early entry for anybody who's looking to get early. Next on the list, you won't usually hear me play this one, but we got Tesla. I'm liking how this is looking above 700. We got a monthly hammer, and the break of that hammer is going to be above 700. And we got a daily and a weekly squeeze. So I'm liking the way that look. It did a 2-2 rev on the week last week. So let's see what that do. We also got a 3-1-2 set up on the 4-hour above 692.93 will be the completion of that 3-1-2 setup. I looked down at the 30 and I seen that it was actually a pivot machine gun setup as well. So with all that in confluence, I'm liking the way that sounds. And it's squeezing on the day and it's squeezing on the week. So yeah, I'm liking that one. Next on the list, we got Best Buy. I'm looking for this to get over 116.81, and that'll complete a 2-1-2 reversal on a month. So I'm not really playing that one until it can break that monthly, complete that monthly reversal. Next on the list, I got X. X got a hammer on the month, and it'll break that hammer above 26.67. It got a strong hammer on the month. It got a weekly squeeze and plus a 2-2 rev on the week. So yeah, about that 26.67, it looking like money to me. It's flagging on the 60. And we got an early 3-1-2 entry on the 4-hour above 26.51. So 26.51 on the 4-hour will be a 3-1-2 completion, and 26.67 is going to be the hammer break on a month. So that's not too far from each other. And on top of that, we got a weekly squeeze setting up with some bullish momentum. They gave us a nice last 2 weeks. So I'm looking for that to continue. Next on the list, we got Momo. We got a weekly squeeze on Momo, a hammer on the weekly, and a bounce off the bottom of a broadening formation on the weekly. 2 up on the day and the week above 12.79. And also on the weekly, we have a pivot machine gun. So I'm looking for that to get set off as well. That'll be a nice little play to try to take it back to the top of that broadening formation. And last but not least on my list, I got Square. Square just got some buyout news, and it rejected off the top of the Brogdon formation that I have drawn. And as we all know, usually when a company is buying out another company, the company that's doing the buying usually tends to fall momentarily. So with that rejection off the top of the Brogdon formation, and me knowing that the company tends to fall after a buyout, I'm looking for a short below what we have here, 244.35. So I'm looking to take that back to the bottom of the Brogdon formation on the weekly. So yeah, that concludes what I'm looking at. Yeah, let's get to this chicken.
Man, yeah, you a lot of your plays is you right inside my head with those ones. Man, that's what's up. So big dog, big dog, big dog, big dog, boss gang VIP. Where you at?
What up, man? What up? What up? What up? What up, Pat?
Wait, you know what I'm saying? Take us into the war room, man. Like what you looking at, man? I know you got something smooth up your sleeve, man. You be coming with these hitters. I need to peek behind the curtain.
So what I'm trying to do is kind of be defensive here and set myself up to win regardless of the circumstances. So what I'm doing is I'm setting a ton of alerts, and I got them kind of spread out in a lot of defensive sectors, and I'm gonna go through a few of those. Some of these we've already been to before, and I'll give an explanation for some of them. But COVID, the lockdown, and all the vaccine, that is going to be a big thing for me. So a lot of the plays that I'm going to talk about will be affected by that and have some kind of impact in a defensive way upon this stuff going up. So one we played before, Kimberly Clark, ticker symbol KMB. I actually have two alerts set on this one. Okay, so Kimberly Clark, it's kind of, we had a nice run on it and kind of, gotten to some chop, right? So on this daily, I got a couple of alerts. I got an early alert and then I got a longer alert. So the first alert I have is 136.28. Now the alert is not necessarily the entry. That is just where I'm going to put my eyes on it. If I do decide to take an early entry at that point, the contract will be really expensive. I will take one. I will know how much I am willing to lose before I take that trade. So if the contract costs me $100, I can be willing to lose $20 on that contract and I can cut it. If it goes in my direction, I can add, and the most I will have risk on that trade is $20. So I really want to get you guys into risk management and understand what helps me keep really, really small losses and then maximize each win. So KMB, I really like it. 136.28 was my early entry. 136.69, it's been in this chop break. So I'm gonna be looking to get up out that chop break, get to the 140 level. KMB, they produce all the toilet paper, the Scots, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna definitely be looking there as a COVID play. Another one, WBA. We've looked at WBA plenty of times. It hasn't gone necessarily the direction. Stock to go up. You gotta wait for the right time. I got a couple alerts set on WBA. I'm going to be looking at, let's see, I just finished. Finished nice on the inside. So it is a hammer on the month. On the 60, it finished, started going to the upside. You can see the divergence it had in the market. It was up 0.23%. It's been in a lot of chop, but that's one I'm gonna keep my eye on, WBA. And in the Discord, I'll actually get the levels that I have set for each one of these in WBA. So I'm looking to get in some of these off these reversals. So they're not necessarily going to be set up on the week. They may not even be set up on the day. I'm getting in here off these beat downs and taking my early entries and then getting in while the premium is low and then seeing if it goes my way. And then again, if it does, I'm going to add. Other one I'm going to be looking at, MRO, the energy play. It's one of my favorites. Energy is another defensive play. It has been beat down a lot. So I got a couple levels on MRO today. I have an early entry. I'm gonna be looking at above $11.77. And then we got another entry at this $12 mark. I want to see if it holds above this $12 mark on MRO. So I'll take my start entry on that. I want to see if we hold above $12. We hold above $12. We got a ton of room to the upside on MRO. We know the contract move on those. Definitely one of my favorite. PFE. I originally put some alerts for PFE the other day. And so it went positive for the day. It went above the entry, which is about 42.86, kind of pulled back. But ended the day really, 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 really strong. The last 5-minute candle on Pfizer was absolutely amazing at the end of the day, created a broad information on the 5-minute. So I'm gonna be looking to the upside above 43.20 to break the double inside day. Pfizer also has potential gap below that it could drop to below 42.66. But I'm definitely going to look for Pfizer. I posted a lot of DD on my Instagram stories. Pfizer is the only company that is even close to finishing the vaccine. And Joe Biden said he wants to have it done by 2022, January. And
yeah, they pushing hard for an FDA approval soon.
Exactly. So they're basically about to force the approval simply because people won't go to work off an emergency approval, something not FDA approved. So they're gonna put the pressure on them. So Pfizer and these companies can make a whole bunch of money, and because they need their workers back. One, stay at home play. Pens got beat down. We all know had this super giant gap down. The reason was because after earnings, they said that their earnings weren't as good as Snapchat and Twitter, so they decided to tank the stock 18.24%. I have an alert to the upside and the downside just in case. It'll be something like if I get in on this, I'll try to get in on an early entry. Let's see, so 59.47 early entry, see how it goes, and then I'll see if it can hold above $60.90 on pins to the upside. But again, I have my downside as well. Just make sure it does. If it goes below 58.01, I'm gonna leave it alone. But I'm gonna be definitely checking out those that can revert to the upside in a minute. I don't want to rush it. It could just trade inside, but because of the potential to the upside, if you look at those contracts, I mean, it's going to be amazing. Citibank is another one. Citibank has some potential downside, but with the financials, I'm definitely looking for the reversal. Those that have been mentioned earlier. Citibank got early entries at 64.74, and then I got another entry at 68.52. We're going to get up out of here. So I'm not jumping at any of these plays again. I have alerts set, and I'm just kind of spreading these around in these defensive plays. And then if things go my way, I'll continue to add. DR Horton, ticker symbol DHI. This is one I believe the institutions are going to be playing heavy. If you were to look at DHI, the last trading session, it was down 8 cents or 0.8 cents for the day. If you look at the January options contract, you'll notice something that you'll probably never see too often. All the January contracts went up. So DH Horton went down 8 cents for the day. All the January contracts went up. September contracts, the two contracts, 97.5 and 100, went up. August 20th contracts, the $97 contract, 99 and 105 contract all went up, even though DR Horton went down. You got to keep that in mind. So DR Horton, I got a trigger above $96.56. You get above then, I think that's one you're gonna be able to hold for some time. See the movement on there. It looks like it's going straight up. If you draw the broad formations off the highs of 106.89, you got a ton of magnitude. 116 we're looking at. Another one, been going straight up. COVID play Johnson & Johnson. What else can we say about Johnson & Johnson? They're going straight up on the day. It's inside. I got a level above 172.98. Now check this out. Johnson & Johnson had made a high of 173.38. So no matter, just based on these levels, no matter what time frame you look on it, whether it's week, month, quarter, everything is looking to push new highs. Johnson & Johnson, definitely a ton of value there. If you look at the last 5 minutes on Johnson & Johnson, it is absolutely incredible. You look at that 60 candle, it literally just made that reverse hammer to try to push back up on Johnson & Johnson. I'm loving those. Of course, we got the steel plays that have been mentioned. Wall Street Rogue, I know he mentioned X. We've been playing CLF, and this is the last play I have. Another steel play, ticker symbol STLD. This is Steel Dynamics. Steel Dynamics, another. So this is an inside 4-hour candle. Had a high of 66.88. This is another one I'm going to be watching. If it breaks above the 2 up on the day, 65.83. It's in the flag on the 4-hour inside, potential slight earlier entry at about $64.59. So some of these plays I'm looking to continue to be bullish. But those are my setups for the week. I got my alert set. I'm ready to go. Thank you, Flacco.
That's right. Man, you know, we do got a lot of uncertainty. I could definitely tell you that, you know, we've been talking for a couple weeks now, potentially seeing some lockdowns. I think more of like restrictions. But you could definitely see that President Biden is kind of giving the power away from himself. So if it does happen, it'll be more or less on the CDC. We've seen this occur with Trump. You know, you're seeing Biden say if the CDC recommends it, the CDC will do it. So don't be shocked. And we've seen how they reacted last year in terms of the pandemic. And Dr. Fauci today was quoted as saying that more pain and suffering ahead. And you know, when there's billions of dollars at stake, you definitely know that you got to take things with a grain of salt, because they will be trying to pull the wool over your eyes. But last week, you know what I'm saying, we had a technical issue in regards to getting the upload put up for you guys this week. That is not an issue whatsoever. This will be loaded into the Discord. I'm hoping in less than 30 minutes. Hopefully YouTube moves a lot faster since I got upgraded Wi-Fi and internet. But that is the Sunday watch list call. I do want to know what plays you guys have. So we will get the post up right now before the video in the Discord, because I want to hear what you guys are looking at going into the week. I'm pretty cautious. I got a couple things I'm looking at. I will be looking at my baby Roku as I chart every single day. But outside of that, I do hope that you all have a blessed night. And from me and the gang, holla at y'all tomorrow. Peace.
In the chop. Caught up in the chop. Rhymes itching, it don't seem to stop. Drop the kids off, circle round the block. Don't get caught up in the chop.
Come here.
Don't get caught up in the chop. Rhymes itching, it don't seem to stop. Never stop. Drop the kids off, circle round the block.